The deadly gang war behind the 6'7" meme. Now Nova just wanted to come up here. I don't know if she just wants some camera time. I don't know what she got going on. But I heard about this meme. I'm not really a TikToker, so I don't know too much about it. But
the meme itself, it all comes from this song "Doot Doot." All right, 6'7" by Skrilla. Okay. And it's really not the song that you would be expecting to be going viral with suburban housewives and nerdy kids in school. You got teachers doing the 6'7" meme. But if you know the history behind Skrilla,
it's just like it remind me of that naughty bopping. Like, you had teachers doing it and all that, and the whole time they was mocking a kid that got stabbed. Like, okay, it's crazy.
He's from Philadelphia. He's known for hanging around Kensington, Zombieland, where all of the fiends, all of the junkies are. He used to be addicted to drugs himself.
That nigga still it. Look at that man.
His whole career has come from a very dark place of gang violence, drug addiction, and just some of the most fierce struggle and messed up, desolate environments that you could possibly imagine. Now, more power to Skrilla for getting himself out of that song, 6'7". Okay, doot 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 doot. All right, and in this song, in the lyrics of this song, okay, he very randomly raps a couple of lines that just had a lot of people confused. Okay, he said this line, and you know he's referring to shooting. He's saying pull up, doot 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 doot, dump truck, baby shark, doot 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 doot. It sounds like a kid's nursery rhyme, but the reality behind this is actually very serious. Okay. And when he says 6'7" for the first time, he says, the way that switch, I know he dying. He's referring to a Glock switch, an attachment that you can put on a Glock that turns the...
Bro, we know what a Glock switch is, Ross. We know what it
should be, bro. Okay, you know, a gun that only shoots one bullet at a time into an...
Bro, oh my God. Oh my God.
Okay, there's a lot of explanations floating around as to what this 6'7" thing actually means, but none of them are correct, okay? On Genius.com, it says 6'7" likely refers to the police code 1067, which signifies a death has occurred. It
Nope.
also alludes to...
Now, we had to skip something because, you know, this nigga Ross like to talk.
Funny vlog, a fake vlog where we pretend 6'7" is a real gang in Los Angeles. So check this out.
The Hills, we've come across the 6'7" gang, the infamous 6'7" gang. What was that? What did you just say?
It's good, Dick.
Dick? Can you explain?
Basically, bro, that's our lingo out here that we use in 6'7" gang. You know what I'm saying? Originally, it originated in the eye. You feel me? But like Dick. You know what I'm saying?
What's the eye?
The eye?
So this has been going around as a little bit of a joke, but it turns out that this is actually true. But it's not a gang in Los Angeles. 6'7" is a real-life gang in Philadelphia that also sometimes go by the name YSN. Okay. This is a post in the Philly Wiki, which is a subreddit that's dedicated to following all of the gang violence that's going on in Philadelphia. And this post has people all the way back in, what was this, 2023? This was on June 2023, 2 years ago. People saying, what the F is YSN? I don't ever hear no other set mention these dudes. I only ever hear their name when they say it in a song. Who are they beefing with? Literally, dudes are making up ops. There's no way all of the
people do that. No, don't
decided to give the dudes they hang with a group name, and all of a sudden you got conflicts that you must kill over. Dudes be so random. Okay, and there's been a bunch of different explanations of what this crew might be called, but it's saying these guys were based on 67th and Shields, Dix, and Gaia. They beef with a couple of hoods in Southwest, mainly 65th Street and 60th Street. Their main slider is a young bull named Cass, who just came home from a gun charge. Heard he's got 2 to 4 bodies. Right, and there's been a lot of trying to explain what this YSN means. People are saying it means a young savage N-words, and they beef with a crew called the Nine Sides.
I heard about Nine Side and CCK. I heard about that.
But I'm going to get way deeper into the meaning behind this gang for you and some of the conflicts that they've been having. So there's been a lot of debate around exactly which street, 6'7" or 67th Street, they're based around. People are saying it's 67th and Elmwood Street in Philadelphia. And they've actually been claiming this 6'7" catchphrase in songs long before Skrilla. Members from the 6'7" gang, the real-life 6'7" gang, have actually been shouting out 6'7" in the exact same way on songs all the way back in 2023.
So this some Philly shit. It's some Philly shit. It's what it sounds like. It just sounds like some Philly shit that if you from Philly, you know. If you're not from Philly, you don't really know what the hell going on.
On Reddit in September 2023. And as you're going to hear, I'll play a very, very quick snippet. Hopefully these lovely young men don't copyright me, but you're about to hear what the 6'7" was really about back in 2023.
6'7", green light.
6'7",
what does that
light.
mean?
So these young bulls were doing this long before Skrilla, right? And this is a real gang, YSN, and this is UTH, one of their most notorious rappers, as well as Coach. There's been a couple of different names and different rappers and people that have been associated with them. And, you know, people are hating on them in the comments, but this was long before people knew. And Skrilla himself actually did confirm this in an interview where he basically said 6'7" actually refers to basically, you know, a block where his young shooters, his young crash outs actually hail from. Okay, so check this out.
We got some crash outs.
What is the significance of 6'7"? Like, why do you include that lyric?
Yeah, 6'7", that's where all my young boys, like, that's where my young boys from. You ever heard of Duty Baby?
Duty Baby. Has he done
Yeah,
that?
you probably heard of him. He upcoming artist though. That's where all like my little young boys from though. Like that's where all my little crash outs from.
Okay.
6'7".
Gotcha.
Yeah, crash out boy shit. That's super crazy. Yeah, crazy thing is I had that
All
song
my
for like 2
little
years.
crash outs. Grown ass man. Talking about he got some crash outs from 6'7", some young crash outs from 6'7". Grown man. This is what I be saying about these grown ass niggas be sending these young niggas off, bro. You feel me? That's why the streets is really just a send off. That's all it is a bunch of motherfuckers getting sent off.
Really?
Sitting in the vault, and it's like a year and a half.
So it's ironic, right, that he's saying that he actually had that song for 2 years. It was sitting in the vault. And I just showed you a video of the other real guys from the actual 6'7" gang saying that 2 years ago.
Right.
And so what I'm about to tell you that's super interesting, okay, is it turns out these 6'7" guys, apparently they're actually not happy with the way that Skrilla has turned their whole hood into a catchphrase, okay? Some of the comments on this, you know, they're basically talking about Skrilla. He's dead wrong for saying this. Dudes died about that block. Them dudes have been repping 6'7" forever. You can't just do that.
Can't just do what? What did he do? I don't understand what he did.
They're saying UTH been putting on for 6'7" for a minute now, okay? 6700 block, Elm, Shields, Southwest. I used to see him as a YB. People are saying that Duty Baby guy ain't even from 6'7". People are saying he was wrong for that. People are saying, was Skrilla actually dissing YSN here? A lot of people think that Skrilla actually dissed YSN, and that's why this caption says this clip is the reason that YSN actually don't rock with Skrilla. This is why they went at him. Now, other posts have been circulating suggesting that things have kind of gone so far now with this 6'7" meme that he is actually full-blown fallen out with the 6'7" gang. And now a lot of people believe that the fact that he's made this 6'7" thing such a catchphrase, and you know, this is him posting the video with a caption that says "Everybody comment 6'7". Now people think that he's actually fallen out with the real 6'7" gang, and he's actually trolling them with the whole 6'7" thing. People saying enough said. He don't got to argue with no dudes from Southwest. All right, people are saying he's gone clear. He's out of here. Okay. But there's other people that do actually claim the real life 6'7" gang that have made it very clear. Okay, this is YSN UTH.
Okay, that's the same dude that made the song.
Got in his bio, the
real
real
6'7".
6'7". He's saying, I'm the real 6'7". People saying it must be tough. A dude took your whole slogan, 6'7", and are getting all the credit about it from kids on TikTok. They're saying UTH had to really put this in his bio to let people know he is the real 6'7". And so people have been saying, yeah, Skrilla been stealing sauce, you know. But
this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my. This is stupid as fuck. Like, this is what I be saying where, like, niggas just be wanting to have problems because they be making up ops, like, just so they can be more street, I guess. I don't know, bro. It's weird as hell to me. I don't understand it at all. So, you're mad at a nigga because he screamed 6'7" in a song. If I was from 60s, if I was really a member of 6'7" and this shit was going viral, I would take that opportunity to capitalize off of it. Everybody searching up 6'7", I would have made 10 songs called 6'7". I would have spelled it different, all type of shit. But you want to beef with a nigga because he yelled y'all gang. He basically shouted y'all out. And you mad? I don't understand that. Unless, like he said, it's some type of secret trolling or something. You ever had one of them days where everything seems to go wrong? I mean, you're just trying to grab a cup of coffee and BAM! You're tangled in a pile of boxes because the shelf is broken. And just like that, I realized sometimes accidents at work are more than just funny stories. They can actually change everything. Trying to handle a workplace injury on your own? It's like trying to fix the broken shelf yourself. More chaos, more headaches, and it's no guarantee that you'll get what you deserve. You got paperwork, insurance calls, and someone always telling you to wait. It's enough to make you wish you had a secret weapon. But here's the thing. There's a team of people that fights for people just like you. For over 35 years, Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, has been winning cases when everybody else said it couldn't be done. In Florida, someone got $12 million after a work accident, even though the insurance was ready to offer just $350,000. In Pennsylvania, a worker was awarded $26 million, which was 40 times the initial offer. These are not just numbers. They're real victories for real people, all thanks to the team that fights hard for justice. More than 1,000 attorneys across all 50 states, like a legal squad ready to jump into action. Yeah. They've recovered over $25 billion for clients. And they have a long history of helping workers get what they're owed. Because when you're injured at work, you shouldn't have to go at it alone. You can just click the link below or the QR code that's on your screen. No endless waits or confusing forms. Just a quick way to start protecting your rights today. So if you had an accident on the job, do not risk doing it alone. You can check out Morgan & Morgan, because even in the toughest workplace accidents, a strong team makes all the difference. And trust me, there's a reason why they're America's largest injury law firm. It's because they fight for the people just like you. I don't understand, for maybe somebody from Philly can explain it to me in the comments. I don't know. This is stupid. It sounds stupid as hell to me.
Hey, listen, like, people are quoting this classic line from Jay-Z when he was talking about Nas. He said, yeah, I sampled your voice. You was doing it wrong. You made it a hot line. I made it a hot song. So people are saying, yo, Skrilla really took the sauce. He really took the 6-7 sauce and ran off with it.
Yeah.
But here's what I'm about to tell you. These 6-7 guys are really nothing to be played with. So shout out to Skrilla, man. He's doing his thing. But, you know, these are definitely not guys that you want to be at war with, all right? So apparently 6-7 or 6700 block, as they're referred to, YSN, they're apparently at war with another set called ODA or 7400 block. And word around town, apparently the war between these groups has gotten so bad that there is a $45,000 bounty on the heads of any YSN member due to the fact that YSN killed an innocent person as get back for YSN Diaz. And they're saying Chucky 67th actually ended up losing his life due to a price being on his head. Okay, and I'm going to tell you more about that in a minute. But this guy YSN Diaz...
You got to be a different type of stupid to actually go kill somebody talking about there's some money on some head. Every time I heard about Young Dolph, Lil Durk now, every time I hear somebody say, oh, even the niggas with King Von, you feel me, when they killed Duck, everybody always say it's money on somebody's head, and then the nigga die, and the nigga who killed them don't never get no money. And if he do get some money, he gonna have the money for 6 months because he gonna go blow it, then he gonna get his dumb ass locked up. It ain't like he don't even save $5 for the lawyer. He just go blow out. Like, this is so stupid.
Okay, he is somebody that lost his life in a very brutal incident. And, you know, I'm about to tell you, man, it's actually really, really messed up what's going on behind the scenes with this YSN, this 6-7 gang. So this is one of their members, one of their most notorious members who was killed in 2022. This is YSN Diaz, and he was killed allegedly whilst committing a home invasion, and he tried to backdoor one of his friends for money, and him and another 6-7 member called Penny were actually killed in the incident, okay? And this has all been going around Reddit years ago, 3 years ago, okay? So people didn't even know how serious this was. This is 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
August 2022.
That's crazy.
YSN Diaz died hours later at the ICU after an unsuccessful home invasion, and another was killed on the scene. It was Penny 6-7. And this is both the 6-7 members that lost their lives in this incident. And people are saying, so they tried to backdoor somebody and ended up getting killed. It's a really sad situation, but it just goes to show you how serious this beef gets. So I'm pretty sure this actually is the reporting on the incident as it happened, and it seemed to suggest that, you know, the man was found dead on a basement steps after a possible burglary in Southwest Philadelphia. It doesn't mention the other victim that, you know, allegedly was taken away from the scene and passed away in the hospital, but it mentions a man being found dead, shot in the head. In what they suspect was a burglary.
Now, Philadelphia police are investigating yet another fatal shooting. It happened on the 2500 block of Belford Street around midnight. Police say when they got to the scene, they found a deceased male at the bottom of the basement steps. Now, according to police, the victim was shot once in the head, and evidence points to multiple shots being fired in that basement. Police recovered the weapon on the...
Maybe he tried to break in through the basement. You know how sometimes you can get in through people's basement.
scene
Or
and
maybe,
believe
I
the
don't know.
possible motive could have been burglary.
Motive right now, tentatively, is being reported as a possible burglary, but the evidence at the scene doesn't support that right now. We don't know how this male is connected to the address.
That investigation is ongoing.
So that's an ongoing investigation, but there's been all these rumors of money being put on the head of 6-7 members. This post was going around. It said YSN or 6-7 had a good run, but unfortunately it'll be coming to an end with UTH having 100K on his head. I don't see him making it out this year. Either he gets backdoored or the ops catch up with him. Talented man caught up in the wrong stuff. RIP Key and RIP Diaz. So a lot of people have been, speculating that
He was gonna get back door.
people are going to pass away. There's money being put on people's heads.
Yeah.
There was a member called Chuck who allegedly had money on his head as well. It said Chuck 6-7 YSN allegedly had 20K on his head, and UTH allegedly has 50 to 100K on his head. And it actually does seem like somebody ended up collecting that bounty because
They killed him.
YSN Chuck 6-7 ended up getting killed,
Oh.
and he was allegedly shot 15 times with an AK-47. This was a year ago, back in June 2024. So this gang war with these 6-7 members is very serious. It's not anything to joke about.
Right.
Okay, it's really not anything to joke about. It's not anything to play with. But don't get it twisted. It's not 6-7 members all getting killed.
Yeah.
Allegedly, this person called Shaq from a gang called Only the Africans was killed in revenge for.
Only the Africans is a correct. Like sometimes y'all gotta be a little bit more creative with this shit. You gotta be more creative with it. Only the Africans? Come on, bro.
What happened to YSN Diaz. So this war is deadly on both sides. There's numerous people that this gang is beefing with. There's numerous gangs that 6-7 are beefing with in Philly.
Right.
And a lot of people just can't believe it. They can't believe what they've seen. They can't believe that this 6-7 meme has become so viral when this is really representative of a serious gang war. This is a post made 12 days ago on the Philly Wiki subreddit. It says, Skrilla really made it. He really got reach. I work with a bunch of white people. My boss from the suburbs, like a goofy, today said she's going to read somebody receipt over and go 6-7. I really ain't expect her old ass to know about Skrilla. She know the song and all. I'm like, dude, really made it. LMAO. He's got old white people who live completely different lives saying this thing, and it's a gang slogan. They're saying, yeah, it went viral. All the kids saying 6-7 really don't know where it came from, right? Some people saying they know where it came from, but they don't know the meaning.
Just a meme.
The song's been out at least 8 months. People saying, I'm surprised this 6-7 thing's still going. It's been all year, bro. Nowadays, this generation trends die after like 2 weeks. It's been all year. They've been saying, I heard the NFL announcers say 6-7. All right. People are saying, I hope he gets his recognition, but some white TikToker made it viral. And what they made viral was not the actual song itself, but some weird gesture to go along with 6-7. Okay. So people are just baffled by this. People are completely
just baffled
They
by
don't
this.
understand. He said, hey, dog, I was in the chiropractor's office this morning.
Bro, why are you telling me this, bro? We don't care about that.
They're doing interviews talking about this thing, okay? Like, this is, you know what I'm saying? So in this interview, right, YSN Uth, my bad, I said UTH, but he actually goes by YSN Uth. But
Uth?
He basically said what is 6-7? He said 6-7's his block. That's where I'm from. Like, this is real life. Like, this is actually my gang, like my block where I'm from.
Let the people know where you.
Like, you gotta feel real stupid. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people, white, Mexican, blue, green, black, that's making hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars off of this 6-7 meme, and your ass still broke in the hood off of it. You got dead homies behind this shit, and people laughing about it, making it a meme, making money off of it. It should go to show you that the streets is really goofy as hell, cause y'all ain't making no bread off this shit. Y'all could get on TikTok. The shit that y'all call lame is making niggas rich. And the shit that y'all think is so cool is killing people. Do that sound right to you?
From and shit, like, I mean, what part of the city you from? Let's start right
6-7, like, you heard 6-7, that's my block. Like, I'm from Southwest, I'm 67 from Elmwood, all around there. That's my neck of the woods and all that.
So
that's
he said
my
67
hood,
and Elmwood,
man. I'm from
That's
the
his
hood,
hood. That's where he's
Cal.
from. That's a real 6-7.
I'm from the
And he basically goes
hood,
on to speak about
Cal.
Skrilla blowing it up. And in this interview, which was only 5 months ago, he doesn't seem to be upset about it. He doesn't seem pissed off. He doesn't seem like these guys are actually at war with Skrilla about this. But he does touch on it being his block and the fact that Skrilla actually blew this thing up.
So, all right, I'm about to bail you out. All right, The 6'7" shit. I know you said that shit black in the neighborhood and all that shit.
Right.
But we see Skrilla walking like he got that shit.
Yeah,
worldwide. I saw the boy Lamar Barr.
Shout out to Skrilla.
He was like, Lamar Barr was rapping that shit, man. You got.
So they said shout out to Skrilla. So it doesn't seem like Uth and all of these like they're not actually beefing with Skrilla by the looks of things over this.
Motherfuckers all
I don't
over the
see
world
why they would.
shit like that. But I hear you too, like shit. That's how Skrilla say that shit. Like that how many family shit. So like what that shit like.
Bernardo, Skrilla like
you influence him.
Everybody, like, that's my man. Like, we went song for song. He gave me a verse. I owe him a verse right now. I owe Skrilla a verse right now. I'm gonna get that done soon, but I owe Skrilla a verse or whatever, but he been saying 6'7". Like, he got a song with G Herbo saying that shit and all. Like, he been saying that shit. But when he was saying it, he made a video, like, the song, I was gonna hop on that joint and all that. He said he was gonna put me on and all that, but I was out Egypt. I'm out Egypt buying a house. You feel me? Like, I'm out Egypt buying a house. I ain't gonna
pop it, man. That ain't no regular shit. That ain't no regular song out Egypt.
So he's saying, look, he was supposed to be on that 6'7" song with Skrilla, but he was in Egypt buying a house, so he couldn't jump on the track. But there you go, man. Look, I've let you guys know, man, the real meaning behind 6'7", okay, is actually not anything to be
talking
trifled
about Egypt, Pennsylvania. I do know that. I don't think he's not talking about Africa, Egypt. He's talking about Egypt, Pennsylvania. It's a suburb of Philly. It's like I think it's like an hour away or something.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all of the 6'7" members. Shout out to Uth, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all of the 6'7", you know, rest in peace to all of the 6'7" members that passed.
I still don't get it. I don't understand what the fuck. I don't be understanding all this TikTok. I'm not on TikTok. I don't get on TikTok. So I don't know. But apparently there's some real beef with real murders and real bodies behind it, which is fucking insane. Y'all need to get on TikTok and make memes. And you could be rich and y'all can stop killing each other.